Could it be you calling me down, 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 down? My foolish heart turns at the stars.
Alright, it's myself, Jim Jones, and welcome to the first edition of iRundis discussion. Just kind of want to know. I know there's other guys, I know there's other girls that have gone through this situation. I've gone through it many times. But I want to know how. Alright, basically, recently, my last major ex, I found out that she was pregnant. Obviously, I think our relationship ended around, I think it was like May. I don't actually know. I think it was around, May 2013, last year. Around these times last year, recently I found out she was pregnant, and she's pretty far gone as well, to the point that she found out, obviously, the sex of the baby. Now, I discussed it with my boy. Like, to me it's deep, but then at the same time it's not deep to me. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Spoke to my boy, explained to him like, blah, 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 blah. I found out, and he's like, "Rah, aren't you upset? Like, didn't it burn you?" And to be honest, no, it didn't. I really cared for the girl. I really did, but do you know what it is? And I'll tell you this. Obviously, this doesn't. I don't know if this could still apply to her, but it doesn't burn me because that's not the objective that I planned for me and her. I did have that objective in the first sort of stages, like around, like, I don't even know, because like the thing, the way she moved was a bit dodgy from day one, innit? Like, she did things like I didn't know where she lived and stuff like that. So, I had like an objective with her, but she didn't help me get there. So, as I said, like, that wasn't my main objective with her. And when I did kind of slyly ask questions like, right, like if we had a kid, like, what would you do? Like, would you be willing to move out and like find a place with me and stuff like that? And the thing that put me off that whole frame of mind with her was the fact that she said to me, like, nah, like, I'll have the baby and then I'll stay I'm not leaving my mum, basically. I'll have the baby and you can come visit whenever you want. Now, I live in Croydon. Where she lives is like Blue Borough, like them sides there, innit? I don't want to really bait up her too much, innit? But she lives down them side, so I ask questions for a reason, innit? People don't understand me. Like, I ask questions for a reason, and I will never forget the answers. And she said that to me, and it kind of really, it put me off. Hearing that, it's just like, what? I have to come and travel to spend time with my kid. It seems like I was the baby father. Like, I just basically ejaculated the sperm, and she had it and she's looking after it, and it's at her will when I see little man or little girl. Nah, I don't want that. I didn't want that. So from then, I kind of made up my mind, and that, I think them answers there kind of ultimately put me off, which ended up in me ending the relationship in the first place. Like, not saying it in a biting way to her, but I ended the relationship. So, I'm kind of at the age where it's just like, I don't want to kind of make a major mistake, no offense to her, but have a child is a big commitment. Big commitment. I didn't want to have a child with somebody who doesn't have the same sort of outlook on life. Like, to me, like, having a kid with someone means that, and being serious about it and everything, like, means that, raw, you gotta buck up, you gotta save money, you gotta get caught, you need to get buggy, you need to get all other essentials that a kid needs to be able to, you know, have a good life in its first couple of stages of, like, first couple of years. Like, you need to be prepared with all that stuff before the baby even comes. So I'm not saying she couldn't have provided that, I'm not saying I couldn't have, but you know, questions I asked just didn't make me feel say that was achievable. So that was the main thing to me. So no, it doesn't really burn me. It doesn't burn me. And the reason why it doesn't burn me either is because I'm kind of like Chuck. Like, basically every single girl that I've had a major relationship with, I've had a major relationship. Major, when I say major, like longer than 6 months, calling each other like boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff like that. I would say I've had it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls, and every single one of them are pregnant. Well, are pregnant, have had kids. So I am the black truck. Like, I hope I'm referring to the right film, where basically the brother he gets with a girl, the girl instantly, like, not breaks up with him, but after they've got close, they whatever after happens, and she ends up with another dude where she's like happy and whatever. Like, I don't know, like I'm like that, innit? Like, when I've got into a relationship with girls don't understand what sort of outlook I have on life, where I care for them. And as much as they may think I'm being overprotective or whatever, I care because I'm meant to. But I get with girls that don't understand that sort of frame of mind. So they would do it, play games with me, try and wear me up to the point that I'll just say, fuck this, I can't be bothered anymore. Or we end up going separate ways because it's just not what we do. Like, I've broken up with majority of my major girlfriends because of being wound up for no reason. Like, them things there, like, obviously I wind up as well. I'm not going on like I'm some sort of hero, but you know, people don't understand me. And then after that, they then not change, I'm not saying change, but I would say the next person they get into a relationship with, their outlook on a relationship like would be different. Because before, maybe it's just like, raw, like, this guy's here, like, maybe it's just a sex thing, you know, someone I could say is mine, but I don't really want them, but I do care for them. But then I don't, like, confused behavior, or like, I want him to care, but I want to show him that I care by winding him up and talking to other guys. Like, I don't mean any harm, but that's what I do. Like, them things there, like, that's not me. But then I stress it to them, then we break up, and then they kind of realize in their next relationship that's what's wrong with their situation. And then, as I said, they end up pregnant. And I don't know, like, with me, it doesn't burn me. And the major reason, and I say this is the major reason why it doesn't burn me, it would burn me if I was still in the same stage of life where I was a year ago when I broke up with her. Like, I think the main thing to look at, even if you are upset about it, is what have you done without this person in your life? like me now, like I've ever since I broke up with her, I'm not saying I would have been in the same position, but it allowed me to then focus on myself and not even, you know, dedicate myself to anyone other than, you know, myself. Like that's it. Like I focused on myself. I decided I want to come out of the job that I'm in, you know, start a career, start a business, you know, do all the things that I need to do to progress my life further. I'm thinking about the future, and I'm thinking about once my little ones do come, will I be able to even, you know, look after them? And I've done that now. Whereby back then, I'm pretty sure if I did have a little one with whoever, like, I would never been able to survive properly, and it probably would have been more wind-ups, more trouble than it's probably worth with the wrong person. So I'm glad, and I'm happy for her. I'm not pissed off at the fact that she's done that. Like I said this to my boy as well. I said I'm not happy. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy for her, because at the end of the day, she's getting on with her life. She's know what she's doing. I know what I'm doing, and you know, life goes on. People think that when you break up with someone's life is not meant to go on without you. People's lives go on whether or not you're there or not. Unless they die the next day, people's lives go on. So there's no point hating on the fact that they got on with their life. Just get on with your own. And yeah, I'm cool. And I hope that everything goes well for her. But I got my own things to worry about, man. I'm starting my new job tomorrow. You know, the future is in my hands, and you know, if somebody wasn't from day one trying to show you that they want a future with you to the point that you two broke up in the first place, then there's no point we're hating on what that person's doing once you two have split and gone separate ways. So yeah, I want to know what your lot's thoughts are on your ex, or like your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend having a kid with somebody else. Like, does it burn you? How did you get over it? If you're not over it, tell us how you feel. And yeah, like, just let us know, because I want to kind of start up a discussion and see how people feel, because I know from when other people have spoken to me about it, they felt a certain way, and I just didn't. I understand it, but then at the same time, you've got your own progress. So yeah, tell me how you feel, and you know, just write it in the. If you go to www.ird-ent.com, tell us in the comment section. There'll be a dedicated page just to this post, and let us know, and we will start a healthy discussion. But until then, I'll see you on the flip side. I want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I want you to keep going on www.irdent.com and see our updates, see what we do. We've got more discussions going. I've got another topic coming up soon, so you know, keep an eye out. But until then, this is me, Jink Jones, and I'm signing out.